India. Echo. Lima. Delta. Shield.
Every time you hear those words, it sends chills down your spine. The Hounds of Justice, the most dominant faction of the 2010s. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose. But here's a question for you. Will we ever see the Shield ride together again? And honestly, do we even need it? The Shield wasn't only a faction, it was like a revolution. From the moment they stormed through the crowd in 2012, these three completely rewrote WWE. But now, Roman is the tribal chief, Seth is the visionary, and Dean Ambrose, well, he left WWE behind and became Jon Moxley, tearing it up in AEW. So if we're being real, is a reunion even possible? Or should we let the Shield's legacy rest as one of the greatest runs of all time? And the Shield wasn't just good, they were game-changing. In an era where WWE was kinda stale, these three came in like wolves unleashed. 6-man tags suddenly felt like WrestleMania main events. They destroyed legends, they owned Survivor Series, and they made an entrance through the crowd that instantly screamed different. And then, just like that, it ended. Seth Rollins turned on his brothers, breaking up what many called the greatest faction since the original NWO. And every time WWE teased a reunion, fans lost their minds. But let's be honest about this. Those reunions, they never fully recaptured the magic. Injuries, illnesses, bad timing, it always felt cursed. And fast forward to today, and Roman Reigns is the face of WWE, running the bloodline recently and holding on to the championship like it's welded to his shoulder for quite some time. Of course, he's since lost that, but he'll hold it again. And Seth Rollins is the workhorse, carrying Monday Night Raw as the visionary, the architect, the guy who can make any match a classic. And now he's aligned with Paul Heyman, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. And Moxley, he's living his best life in AEW, bleeding buckets, fighting death matches and proving he never needed WWE to stay relevant. So, getting these three back together, that would take something major, something monumental. Moxley is in AEW, and it's not like he's just visiting. He's a cornerstone of that company, and for WWE to make this happen, we're talking about a once-in-a-generation kind of deal. Or Moxley deciding to walk back into WWE on his own terms. Either way, that's not happening casually. And here's the bigger question. Do we actually need the Shield back? Sometimes reunions sound amazing until they actually happen. The magic isn't the same, the chemistry feels off, and suddenly you're wishing they left it alone. And the Shield's legacy is already cemented. They came, they dominated, they split, and all three became megastars on their own. And that's rare in wrestling, that every member becomes a main eventer. And if they did come back, it would need to be something massive, like the Shield versus the Bloodline at WrestleMania, or a one-night-only reunion to close out their careers. Nothing less would do this justice. So will we ever see the Shield ride together again? Honestly, probably not. At least not unless the stars align in a way we've never seen before. But maybe that's okay. Maybe the fact that it feels unfinished is what makes it so special. One of the wrestling's greatest what-ifs. But what do you think? Do we need one last Shield reunion, or should the Hounds of Justice stay in the history books as untouchable legends? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button if you believe in the Shield, and of course, subscribe for more wrestling deep dives. And maybe in 2027, when all things move to Saudi Arabia, this might become a reality. Thanks for listening once again. Take care and keep grappling with greatness.